今じゃ言えない秘密じゃないけど、できることなら言いたくないよ。今話しても仕方がないし、でも言いたくて仕方がないし。はぁ。学校ないし、家庭もないし。あれ。あ、出た。今じゃないし、家庭もないし。なんか、録画見て音ちっちゃく感じたんだよね。はい、どうも。やっていきましょう。1万ビット払ってしまったから、あまりにお金がないので、ちょっと金策会にさせてもらいたい。お金をくれ、お金を。ああ、なんか薬を取りに行くのは何だなっていう。重い。薬を取りに行くか取りに行かないかみたいな。こんちゃーす。入って怒られない？入って怒られない。絶対偉い人たちだ。
Greetings and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna and halcyon. What can I do for you today?
あ、これだ。
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
君がお金に困ってるって聞いたんだ。
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again?
めちゃくちゃ
Not
詰める
that
な。
I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
ああ、ラプティドンの上にお金を使っている。
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else.
なるほど。
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent
たくま
type.
しくて物静かなタイプ。
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
普通にデートに誘えばいい。
I couldn't. What if he says no?
おお。
Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
なるほどね。
Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
まあいいな。こんちゃーす。
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
何と勘違いさ
How
れてるんです
can
か
yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
何かと勘違いされている
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
いやー、
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
very generous.
Noted.
非常
But
に
not
寛大。
so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
いや、通りすがりです。
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
たまた
But
ま入っ
if
たらい
you're
ただ
here
け
for
です。
him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
こちら。
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of
プロフェッショ
professional
ナルでエ
erotic
ロティッ
and
ク、そして
athletic
アスレテ
disappointments.
ィック。アス
I
レチッ
had
ク。
hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
言ってることは難しいです。
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements
まあ、なん
are
か評議会
precarious.
から離れた場所にいるから。あんたはハルシオンにいる誰よりも自由だ。
You talk like Graham.
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony. Could it be because you're an agent of the establishment?
I used to be young
Kiryu
and
no.
idealistic too, but you can't run a city on high-minded ideals.
なるほど。それもそうだな。
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
ほうほうほう。
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
まあ、正しい
And
こ
if
と
our
では。
advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
計画を聞かせ
It's
て
a
くれる。
two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
ステラベイがきちっと防衛する。
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course.
ボルト52
If
カ
you
ー
can
ド
get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
なん
And
か
you'll
急
have
に
a powerful ally on the board.
急に仕事を振られましたね。
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
I was starting to get bored listening to you till you said the phrase extremely powerful ordnance.
It is quite the rush.
どこを探せばいい
In
ん
the
だ
old arms building southwest of town,
アームズの
which
建物
used
の
to be
中。
part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in.
おう
These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh,
取
and
りに
while
行く
you're
しか
at
ない
it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some...
建物内にある任意の
dangerous
端末の
information.
データを消す。
Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
了解っす。なんか、持ってっても怒られないものあったりします？よし、じゃあこれをあげるから頑張ってきてくれ、みたいな。おー、裏口？ちょっとじゃあ自販機を。Buy now! 53ビットしかない。違う。お、こいつらなんか 新たに選べる。フェリックスがいるときに説得スキルが上がってて、やっぱ君には近接攻撃を頑張ってもらおう。で、よし。んで、これを俺はやらなきゃいけない。
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No,
こうか。
If Velma's ki-
お茶
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before.
な
And with
んか
sweet
すごい
cheeks
メガネ
like
してるな、お前。
those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
薬くれ。
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
え
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder
Oh, so
filth
non-stop.
chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low,
Okay,
I've even had
ダメだった。
to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
ふんふん信用できない人間、信用できない。おい
Except for you. I can tell. You've got one of those
いや
faces.
ー、しょうがない。気持ちはわか
I'd
る。
make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
いや、それしかいらないんですよね。
Oh, her.
おうへ
It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us.
働きゃ薬く
Now
れる
I've
と。
gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
割り当てを増やす方法。
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his
上の
terminal
階にある
upstairs.
端末で住
Even
民
I
への
can't
割り当てを
access
増や
them.
し、管理。説得してみるか。
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a
いけ
pretty
いけた
face
感
for
じ
the
これ。
customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
鍵の指を持たされて。
The one upstairs, where we store our
よし
medicine.
よしよしよし。いや
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring
ー、
substance
大胆とも言える物
combinations.
質の組み合わせ。
It's a
悟りの花。
philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to
着
attract
物を呼び寄せるって
beasties.
絶対、
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? I've
Oh.
been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. Chin up, dearie. If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she'll certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her.
なんかトイレの中に。
If Velma's capable of running the
勝
warehouse.
手に2回行ったら怒られる。絶対ここじゃん。 ん。できれば泥棒したくないんだよな。ここにまだ出てきた
Hello
らなんか
again, dearie. What can I get you?
まだ何か方法があるんですか？
Such a pity, isn't it? But I suppose it's an important reminder that one can have too much of a
ト
good
ースト
thing.
レリーンが何
Even
か知らないけど、
costarine.
これ選びたいけどな。
Hello again, dearie. What can I get
威
you?
圧したいとこだけ
She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper. No disagreement there, dearie. But Velma can be a little prickly. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed? What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
特に大丈夫です。
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own cathanoid.
Don't be so hard on her. The Brack's missing.
じゃあこのドクター・ウィリアムズかドクター・ウィリアムズのとこに行くか。ゴミ箱に捨てられてるのすらダメなのか。
Wrap musk and painted eyes, right here.
Sir, please, I need your help.
どうしたどうした。
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little
かわいい
Tucker
タ
back.
ッカーちゃん。
He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
最後に見たのはどこだ。
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little
やばくない
Tucky.
結構やばくないか。
He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
助けて。
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
うん。
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road
あ、
southwest
ア
of
ンバー
town.
ハイツでタ
I'm
ッカー
sure
ニ
he
ーダムを見
made
つけ
it
る。
that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy,
偶像破
you
壊主義
punch
者。
them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
まあ。多分向かうところは似たような場所なんじゃないか。まあ、先にこいつだな。これを済ませに行こう。先にドクターを探しに行こう。死んでる気がするな。ネタバレになってしまうけど、死んでる気が俺はしている。この絵がそうじゃん、ダイエット。うわぁ。ダイエットなんだっけ。
Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt
おお、早速いるじゃん。ラプティドンコロッサスが。めちゃくちゃな数いるけど。やってみるか。めちゃくちゃ飛んでくるじゃん。君ら大丈夫か。 大丈夫か。なんか、そういえば強めの武器拾ったんだった。これなんか強いんだよな。こっちの方が強くね？フェリックスショットガンより、これにしてみる。パールバティ、属性ばらけさせよう。マジ？お。弾欲しい、弾。なんか薄暗くてやだな。あんま好きな雰囲気ではない。結構いるな。
What? What's that?
We're pretty good at this.
結構飛んでくんだよな。焼いてる焼いてる。あ、すげえ焼いてる。強くない？なんか教会的な素材の使い回しを感じる。やったなんかもらってくださいと言わんばかりのナイスハート。よっ。マウスが引っかかる。まあなんか音の雰囲気とかはあんまりいい雰囲気ではない。空かい。他の裏にもなんかあんのか。なんもない。なんか、待て。Apple Watch の充電器にマウスがめちゃくちゃ絡んでいる。よし、これで。こっち側っぽい。上の階見てみようぜ。住民が死んでいる。こういう薄暗い雰囲気マジでやだ。ホラーゲーム嫌いだからな。違うじゃん。あれは診療所マークじゃん。いやもう苦手なんすよね。でもなんかニューベガスみたいだって思えばね、作ってるてか開発の会社が一緒なんだから。似てるあれ。わほー。 すげえことやってないあいつら。死体打ちしちゃった。ごめんなさい。何これ、こんな壊れ方すんのこれ。君ら強いね。助かるよ。なんかすっごいここする。こいつら弱点どこだよ。ああ、ほら。やっぱり。やっぱり死んでいたな。まあ、そんな気はしたよ。こんな儚派手だな。もうじゃあ一旦戻るか。派手な墓地だったな。遠いな。こっちが正門なの。どうした？
I think I'm gonna be sick.
大丈夫か？
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood.
この街歩いてるだけでめちゃくちゃ事件が起きる。
If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the
一番
body is.
右の1階。
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
もう浴びてこい。一番右の1階。おお、本当だ。人が死んでる。
Oh, sorry, sorry.
うー。
Just spooked me, was all.
A murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
散らかってんな。掛け表。本当にそれだけか。同じ形で同じ色のボロい衣服。まあ先にちょっと薬の件だけちょっとやってきます。薬の件だけ。こういうの盗んでも怒られるんだよな。
Hello again, dearie. What can I get you? Such a pity, isn't it? But I suppose it's an important reminder that one can have too much of a good thing. Even cost tolerine.
これ入ったら怒られる感じかな。泥棒じゃん。泥棒させられた。まっとうに来てたのに泥棒させられた。ベネット？はい。
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business?
完全にやばいもん。
All of the above? More or less dangerous than a steady supply
めっ
of
ちゃ経
alcohol.
験値くれるじゃん。
Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business.
目やばいぞ。
Let's go. Great. Where to?
おお、めっちゃくれた。
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
フィリックス船で待っててくれ。
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
おちょっと
Oh, no, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its
おついて
danger.
くるじゃん。旅館の旅館はじゃあ強そう。それで言ってくれ。騙し。これ似たような感じで言ってほしい。防具はかっちょいい。それで言ってくれ。で、わしのスキル、問題は。クッキングとピッキングが低いんだよね。で、ロングガン。ピッキングとりあえず30で、メインはここなんだよね。これでいきますか。
Folks hire me because I know what you can
お
shoot
ー、かっこよくな
and
った
what
じ
you
ゃ
have
ん。
to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
情報屋に行こう。情報屋に行く前に俺は金を貯めたいんだって。なんだっけ。これだ。これを解決しに行こう。
You ever been off Monarch, Nyoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. As soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be.
プラズマカッター、これかっこいいよね、めちゃくちゃ。ヘイローっぽい。
Can we talk?
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
何?
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal.
どうした?
But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Really? Here I was
しょうがない。
steeling myself for inevitable
仲間、
rejection.
ラリってない仲
I
間の
used to
頼みだ
run
か
with
ら
a
な。
band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us.
We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces.
結構ちゃんとしたこ
I
としてん
haven't
じゃん。
seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
どこに向か
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects.
う？おー、
I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and
マン
kicked
テ
us
ィ
all
クイ
out.
ーン。
If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
そっち先に。と、あ、これタッカーか。わかった。仲間のクエスト。先にじゃあこれをやろう。おお、さらに遠。遠。こんなとこまで行けんのか。道なりに行ってみるか。この道なりに行けば一応。
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind on the sea helps.
あ、さっき通ったかな。道なりかを突っ切るかっていう手もあるんだけど。おお、めっちゃいるじゃん。さて、実力を見せてくれ。むちゃ強じゃん。むちゃ強じゃないっすか、それ。突っ切るか、じゃあ。多少道から外れても大丈夫だ。お前ら実弾武器でめちゃくちゃ怖いことしてんな。なんか、どうせだったらもうちょっと、この軽めの弾を使う。おお、略奪フーリガンがめちゃくちゃおるやん。ここ漁ったら弾手に入りそうだな。ロボが2体。めちゃくちゃロボ食ってる。なにそれかっこいい。やばいなこれ。ロボ強すぎじゃない？ロボ強すぎじゃない？あ、死んだ。どこまで戻る？ いや、あれはね、不用意に手出しちゃいけないということですよ。こっからか。クエストの詳細聞く前かな。聞いた後だよな。聞く前だ。
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry.
いいっすよ。
You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
いや
Hey, it ain't easy for me to spill my guts like a cut-up rat, all right?
ちょっと選択肢を
I'll
変え
be
てみた。
upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking,
確かに危険だったわ。
really? Here I was steeling myself for
もう
inevitable
すでに一回死
rejection.
んでるから。
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead.
ちょっと追
I'd
加
like
して
to
いい
gather
け
their
ど、いや、
effects and
ク
bury
エス
them
トや
all
っ
in
て
the
もいい
same
けど、
places, like the family we once were.
後回しですね、これ。
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
はい。
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mannequin showed up and kicked us all out.
数分
If
前
we can
に
find
聞いた
Rebecca
話な
and
んで。
Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
Thanks, Cap. 先にタッカー見つけに行こう。これも道なりだから。
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea helps.
やっぱこの街道を外れるとね、強い敵がいるっていうのはドラクエと同じだから。
Here we go!
やってくれ。ご苦労。あれも敵じゃん。いや、街道を外れずに行こう。向こう行ってひどい目にあったからな。めちゃくちゃおるやん。強っ。
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just stink. I'll take a toe off.
怖っ、つま先なくなる？なんかいる。なんかめちゃくちゃいない？あのロボット先に倒して、ロボットめちゃくちゃ強かったからな。やばい、ロボットの弱点狙えてなくね？お前ら回復しろ。え、倒した？倒せてない？倒せてるわ。でも ロボット死に際めちゃくちゃ飛んでかなかった？あいつどこまで飛んでった？ちょっと戦利品を漁らせない。よくできたな。ていうか、ちょっと死体が恐ろしく分かりにくいんだけど。うわ、なんかいるし。弾とか回収弾とかめちゃくちゃ回収したいんですけど。マジちょっとデスボックスみたいなの出てくんねえか。ああ、まあ。気持ちばかしの弾。勝手に溶かされちゃうからな。まあこれぐらいで勘弁しといてやるか。なんかいる。タプティドンストーブ。めっちゃいるじゃん。後ろとかにね。お前なんか突っ込みすぎでは。何かな作戦。本郷どこど。本郷ほどほど。お、なんか街がある。街があるとこに敵はあり。お、いいじゃないですか。弾助かる。よいしょ。微妙に乗れない。レッドアイアサルトライフ。まあ敵いそう。何この色の石。めちゃくちゃいるじゃん。鳴き声なんだけど。犬か。まったく犬かい。うん。なんかあります？プラズマカービィ。お、ありがたい。ありがたい。そして歯磨き粉みたいなやつ。お、いいね。結構物いっぱいになってきた。そうでもないか。あ、ここまで来れた。こういう時って建物の裏とかに何かあったりするんだよ。なんもなかった。 街道はこれか。めっちゃおるやん。あのロボットがめちゃくちゃ強いんだよな。うわー、それ痛い。いった。まだいいんじゃん。そんなにやり合ってる。おう、びっくりした。あれ今、この辺で一人倒したのにさ。あるでしょ。パワーアーマー。なんか、遺体が吹っ飛びすぎて、倒した数と遺体の数が比例していないというか、こっちじゃん。なんかいる？やっぱりこの短距離でも外れたらやばいんかな。なんかめちゃくちゃすごいこと。なんか言ってた偶像。もういるじゃん。偶像なんとか主義の何とかが。後ろにもいる。火炎放射器。プラズマ武器。いや、これでいこう。何の音なんだ。デッドアイアサルトライフル。怖えからそういうなんか突然の物音。敵の反応はない。いただきます。敵の反応はないけど、これ何かしらいるだろう。普通に入れちゃう。やった。泥棒って言われないかな。いや、落ちてるものを拾ってる自覚はあるんですけど、盗んでる自覚はないんですよ。 うん。うお、びっくりした。これみんな味方だ。
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
偶像破壊主義者って
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come.
確かに
You're
自由
welcome
か
to
も。
stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
タッカーを探している。
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly.
おう。
Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
丘の上の建物。
Hope Zora sends me on next.
あ、これか。こういう武器ですか。普通に街としてやってるじゃん。
Except for all the dead critters.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
この建物の中にいるな。お。
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here.
思ってる
What do I
年取
call
って
you,
た。
stranger?
子供かと思ってた。キャプテン。いや。
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain.
ちゃんと名前を名
Call
乗
me
ろう。
Tucker. You here to join the iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
タッカー、ステラーベイ出身のアグネスの小さな男の子。
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades. No matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me. Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
あんたを助けてほしいと頼まれた。
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous.
いや
My
ー、
entire life she
過
crammed
保護
a
や
fear
った
of
んね。
danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face.
このまんまのこと言ってたの。
Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her
42
fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
気持ちはわかる。いやー、両方いけない。彼女はあんたを探して人をよこし続けるぞ。
Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead.
すごいな。
You know, that might just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and
それ
tore up.
は、
If
そ
she
れは厳
believes
しくない？
me dead, she won't look for me no more. I know it sounds extreme, but I can't go back. I just can't. This is the only way I can think of to be free.
言いたいことはわかる。
I hate to think of her grieving, but it'll be good for her to move on. In the
確か
long
に。
run, you know?
子離れだな。いや。
Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
なるほどな。ああ、泥棒になっちゃう。明らかになんか建物の雰囲気が違う。はい。
Never seen you before.
新入りです。
Take my advice. Move on. Get off world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay.
めちゃくちゃ
I've been
嫌われて
halfway
る。
around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak. It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business. That's it.
強さ。
Kid, I ain't got but half a liver left. And what's there don't work so good. And I could still drink you under the
強さでちょっと語ってみて。
Look, you wanna buy the drinks? I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance.
いやー、じゃあ。
I can't repay no kindnesses now. Alright, so. I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the hot pole. You know what that is?
ついんじゃないのか。
This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. One side always facing Olympus, the other always facing away.
止まってるんだ。
Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off assloads of heat. Monarch's hot pole is the part that's closest to the gas giant. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcanoes so high the peaks are in space.
空気がないならどうやって呼吸を？
O2 breathers. The heat from Olympus is worse, though. Close your eyes, you can see rays bursting through your eyeballs. Little streaks of light. The funny thing is, then in the middle there's just smooth rock. Circular-like. All the dust blown away. Pale gray with hair-fine cracks all over. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was lightheaded from the O2. But I felt like I had to take off the breather for a moment. Put my ear to the ground.
水が沸騰する熱い場所で岩に耳をつけたっていうの。
I did get a burn on the low before I smartened up. Put a towel under me. It was at the edge of hearing. Deep down. Far off. Irregular. Tap, tap, tap.
Tap,
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 tap.
tap.
Tap, tap,
Tap,
tap.
tap, tap.
The sound of a bird pecking out of a shell.
怖すぎるぞ。
When there's a groundquake now, I hold my breath. Because I don't know if it's Olympus squeezing us for gravity or wings getting stretched.
なるほど。またね。名前がついてる人があんまりいないな。なんだこれ。ラプティドンジョン。お、他にも本部って感じじゃない？入っていいですか？お邪魔します。なんか病棟的な。こっちか。こんにちはーす。お。いかにも本部って感じなんだけど。
Yeah.
Oh.
We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure then.
ゾーラと
So much for the
グラハブ。
And hell only knows where the Van Noys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It
Hi.
seems we have company.
いるぜ。
Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this. Nice day, huh?
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
何を教えてるんだ？
The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate
何者に
structure.
も縛られない。
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation
すごくいいことを言ってるように
on
感
which
じ
that
る。
future is built. Now, why have you come?
特にないっす。なんかいいもんあったりします。取ったら泥棒になっちゃいそうなものしかねえな。仕方ない。母親に息子は死んだぞっつって教えてあげるか。指輪を渡して子供は死んだぞって教えてあげないといけない。置いたいですね。
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
どっちかな。
No, that can't be true. Not my little boy, not my baby. Wait, are you sure it wasn't someone else? Maybe my little boy's all right. How could you know it was him?
指輪を。
That's Tucker's ring. His daddy gave it to him and he never took it off since. How did you... No, no, it can't be. He's not dead. Not my child. Not my sweet Tucker. I promise I'd always look out for him.
めちゃくちゃ悲しんでいる。
Take the money. Just please leave me to grieve.
あらっす。いくら？いくらくれた？ああ。
I told him I'd always keep him safe.
意外に少なかっ
I
た。
promised him.
なんとか1700まで。
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last.
恋バナ
A
始
lot
め
of
た。
fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wild, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute.
だから物を売れるとこないのかな。
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
買い取ってくれない？お、やっぱり。
All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
ジャンク品を売る。そんなにお金にならなかった。あ、なんか、いい感じの武器、ないな。修理でいくらかかるんだ。それなりにかかっち。それなりにかかっちだな。絶対にいらない武器あるんだよな。 その辺をちゃんと今度からつけていこう。今日はここぐらいにするか。次やるクエストは、なんだっけ。これの前に、これを解決してやりたいね。という感じで、今日はこれぐらいにします。